Welcome to Vegan Cheat Day. Today we're going to review a cookbook here. It's called the Pocket Cookbook, 1300 Tested Recipes. That should be obvious if you're looking at the screen. 50 cents, right? This was a paperback from the wartime. What I mean by that is if we look after the title page here, right, we'll see that it was first printed in August 1942, and then it was reprinted after the war, 1947, and then they printed this thing for a long time, all the way to May 64. So this book may very well be the 1964 edition of a wartime book, Pocket Cookbook. And it's kind of interesting how it's laid out. It's not really, it's pretty much by category of food. It kind of gets to categories of food, right? But you start off here learning just some of your basics. You know, you need your definitions, your terms, standard measurements, things like that. And then this here, section 7, could be interesting to look at. This Good Nutrition Simplified. Perceptions of, menus, vitamins, and minerals, and so forth. What to do with leftovers, right? Penny stretchers, pressure cookery. I remember even my mom, I was born in the 60s, so my mom used a pressure cooker for a lot of things, especially vegetables. You have to cook the heck out of vegetables for some reason to make them edible, I guess. Canning, pickling, all kinds of things that were skills that housewives practiced even when their husbands were away during the wartime, right? And some basic cookery terms there. To coddle, I like that. To coddle, to cook slowly and gently in a liquid just below the boiling point. Standard measurements. Some substitutions here. How to follow a recipe. See, back during this time, Big Food was producing a lot of recipe books. And especially ones involving baking require precision. You've got to get your ratios just right. So yeah, cake baking section here. But I'm curious about this section on the inside here. Good Nutrition Simplified. All right. Milk. Meat, fish, eggs. Now, how many vegetables were they saying? Average adult, one leafy green or yellow and one other. They were recommending raw back then. Or potato. But they wanted the child to eat the same amount of plants as an adult. Their fruits. Why citrus or tomato juice plus other fruits? Well, at least they acknowledge that tomatoes are an actual fruit. They're having the children, though, drink more of it. Getting more of that fructose. Bread and cereals, 3 servings whole grain or enriched bread. Butter, vitamins. See, they were doing the margarine thing back then. They actually believed you could fortify industrial grease and it would be healthy somehow. Telling you where you can get your best sources here. Notice vitamin A, eggs, liver, and milk in there. B1, pork and liver. Vitamin C. They neglect to mention that vitamin C, we can get that in meat also. Vitamin D, yeah. Small fish in particular, very healthy. Liver and kidney. Liver. So liver wasn't such a big deal, at least up to the 60s. It's just part of the diet here. So, got a whole section here on what to do with your leftovers, right? Which is practical. Penny stretchers, I guess certain recipes that would be relatively cheap for the time. And of course, what to do with your leftovers. Then they just kind of get into all the different categories of foods. So after the categories of foods, we can kind of see what's coming up there. Just different categories of foods. title page is kind of cool looking. I like this design here. Elizabeth Woody, editorial consultant. Calls, Holiday and Collier's magazines, a complete cookery book for everybody. They were home ec consultants. So this is a pocketbook edition. Just a very short review of the pocket cookbook for you here on Vegan Cheat Day.